did kind of lose some weight. Yeah, spooky. Oh shit, it's recording. Hey everybody, welcome back to Live Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz. Jackie Lettier and Lake Jackson, they're actually on their way to the hospital to deliver their newest kid, which is awesome, so I'm nervous and anxious and excited for them, so that's amazing. This is something, again, I saw it, I don't have the recipe on it, so we're going to wing it. But it's going to work out fine, because if you don't, you're not seeing this. I don't put up my failures on the internet like some other channels. This is going to be great. It's a great idea. I'm really excited to try this one. And it's super easy, and it's under our budget, so it's going to be great. Before we get into it, be sure to like, share, subscribe to all the YouTube-y stuff. Ring the little bell down there to get notifications when we do these on Tuesdays and Fridays. Remember, we got a link down the doobly-doo. It's got our merch. We've got our aprons, fake hands, pot holders, flippers, spatula, spoons, whole mess. It's all down there. We're a small business. We very much appreciate it. And let's just get into the failure. I mean, food. This is not going to be failure. This is going to work. All right. So, looks like a lot of stuff. It is. First up, you want some chicken. Like I got the split chicken breast. You want it boneless as best you can. You want some kind of baking stuff. Bisquick works. I got this baking mix, which does a lot of different stuff. It's not the same as Bisquick. You got to pay attention to that. To make that, you got to look at the instructions on the side. You're going to need milk, egg, and sugar. If you're using Bisquick, you just need water, so you're fine. So just put your chicken in. Then you're going to need to get some oil. You're going to have to fry some stuff. So I think this is, what is it, vegetable oil, corn oil, canola oil, olive oil, whatever you want to use. Then you just, whatever you're going to dress it with. So just syrup, man. Butter syrup's great. Just regular old maple syrup. I had this left over from those cookies, right? But I really want to try it with this raspberry syrup that I found. That looks amazing. So first things first, you want to mix up your pancake mix. Again, use the instructions on the side. Bisquick, it's usually just like 1 cup, and then whatever else is there. This is baking mix where I got to add sugar and eggs and all that kind of stuff. So just pay attention. You're going to do the least amount of pancakes you can do is what I did. So I think this was like 10 to 12 pancakes. I don't know how I was going to mix all that out of this one bowl, but whatever. So it was 2 cups of mix, 1 egg, and then 1 cup and 1/3 of milk, according to this baking mix that I got from HEB. So it's our local grocery store here in Texas. So I just mixed those in. Now you can use a spoon or anything else to mix this. Almost forgot the sugar. Bisquick already has the sugar in it. So just go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of sugar. I had only a half a spoon, so I had to do 4. So this was the round I was getting into. You could use a spoon. I'm going to use my cheater beater here, man, my one spinny blender thing. Just blend it until it's smooth. Now, if it's runny, like when you pull your spoon or your blender out, it doesn't stick. Go ahead and add a little bit more of the baking mix, about 1/3 to 1/4 of a cup. It'll make it thicker where it sticks a little better. And here, I'll show you how I did this. So you pull it out and there's nothing sticking to the beater. Yeah, you should probably add a little more, make it a little thicker. Once it's nice and thick, lost the camera there for a minute, I'm sorry. So once it's thicker, just set it to the side. Now your chicken, you're going to cut it thinner because when you put the batter stuff, it makes it a lot bigger. So go ahead and split these, and it makes it go a little further, stretch a little further. Use a sharp knife. I just busted out my kitchen hack, got my scissors out. So much easier to have to lay it down and cut the fingers and or cut the on the board and worry about my fingers, whatever. Get all those cut to a nice size. Go ahead and set those to the side. Now get you a skillet, put a little oil in it. I had just the spray oil because I didn't want to just pour out most of my oil, but a little bit of butter or just a little bit of oil, just run around the side, put it in there, and make sure to put the meat on the metal, man. Just where it's starting to get, make sure it's all white, make sure there's no pink left, and where it's just starting to get a little bit of brown on the edges. So you want your skillet at about medium high, just a little bit of oil on the bottom, put your chicken in there, cook it. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes depending on your altitude and the temperature outside. Like I said, once it starts getting a little white, you can kind of see it here, and it's nice and solid where it's not squishy. There's no pink showing. It's just white. It's got a little bit of brown on the edges. Go ahead and pull those out and put them to the side. Use the same plate, but clean it because it just had raw chicken on it. So clean it before you put this stuff back on it. So I just cleaned it real quick. That's why it's wet. Now, again, medium, maybe a little higher for your frying oil. So you want to do about a cup and a half, just give it about 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch around the edge of your skillet. Now remember, when you put stuff in it, the oil's going to go up, so you don't want it too high, right? So just a little bit in there. You want it not to necessarily float, but you don't want it to sit just flat on the bottom and just cook around the edges. So again, camera, I thought it was running, but it wasn't. So get your chicken and just, you're going to have to get dirty, man. Just stick it in that pancake batter. Just stay in there, make sure it's nice and coated. Don't worry about where your fingers touch. I'll kind of cover that if you want to go back and cover them up. But it oozes pretty well once it's cooking, and it covers up most of those oils. So let it cook in there until it starts to brown on the edges. You'll see how it is. It'll get like a golden brown on the edge. That means it's going to be a little darker brown on the bottom. Tongs are actually excellent for this, spatula tongs, but you can do it with a fork or, you know, a pair of chopsticks if you got them. I love using those to grab stuff. But again, this one's going to be nice and brown on one side already, so give it about a minute, minute and a half, and it'll get darker. You can kind of see how these look here, but you can also go back and dip them again. So, you know, double fry them, right? So, just, again, if you already got the batter on it, got it cooked, just stick it right back in the batter, roll it around, get your hands messy, right back in the grease. Now, again, this helps it stretch a little further, and it helps you use the stuff you already mixed. Now, you can get a spoon or your tongs and pull up some of the batter just like you're applying makeup. I'm applying foundation. Just cover up little holes where your fingers touch or where it slid off when it's cooking. And that's good. Let that cook, brown all over, serve it with a side of syrup. This is amazing. It's almost like chicken and waffles, but with pancakes. Because I wanted to try it sticking it in a waffle press, but I figured the waffle press, the little knobs would push down and just push all the batter away, so it would just be hitting the chicken. This is a great way. This is great. This is what it tastes like. It's very much chicken with waffles in it. It's chicken with pancakes, the syrup put on the side. It's well under our budget. It's great for a breakfast or like a brunch thing. Lunch is fine as well. I ate it for dinner, but I'm a grown person and I've waited all my life to be able to eat just random junk food for dinner. So yeah, so this worked out really well. It made enough to feed 4 people easily. I have a lot of these left over. They do pretty well. They're hard to reheat, so if you're going to use them for meal prep, I'd use like an air fryer or something to heat them up for a few minutes. But yeah, this worked really well. There you go, everybody. We got it. Got it at the end. This is amazing. This is really good. I can also recommend getting a little butter on there, just because I'm fat and I want it to be like my waffles and pancakes. But if you want to do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, let us know. Put it down in the comments. That's what they're there for. You can also find us on social media. You can find us at Facebook, Pinterest, Patreon. You can find us at all those at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. You can also find us at Instagram at Living Between. We had to shorten it down over there. You can also find me on all those media things as well as TikTok and Twitter. You know, I'm just across the board. I'm everywhere. So, yeah, let us know. Did you try it? Do you like it? Do you not want to try it? Are you scared of it? Let me know. I'll walk you through it. That's what the video is for. And I'll see you next time. I'm going to go eat some of these things, man. This is good.